you ever feel stuck on autopilot? Maybe it's hitting the snooze button again, mindlessly scrolling through your phone, or grabbing that 3 p.m. cookie you swore you'd skip. We all have these routines. They feel automatic, sometimes even impossible to break. But what if you could understand that autopilot? What if you could find the switch, analyze the wiring, and rewrite the code? That is the incredible promise of Charles Duhigg's groundbreaking book, The Power of Habit. Duhigg, an investigative reporter, dives into the science of why habits exist, how they work, and, most importantly, how we can change them. This book isn't just a self-help guide, it's a manual for understanding the human brain. Duhigg's central idea is brilliantly simple. Every habit, whether it's brushing your teeth or smoking a cigarette, follows a 3-step neurological pattern. He calls it the habit loop. First, there's the cue. This is the trigger, the on switch for your brain to go into automatic mode. A cue can be anything. A time, like 3:30 p.m., a location, your kitchen counter, an emotion, feeling bored or stressed, a person, seeing a specific friend, or a preceding action, like finishing dinner. Second, there's the routine. This is the habit itself, the physical, mental, or emotional action you take. It's the autopilot part. You scroll the app, you eat the cookie, you bite your nails. And third, there's the reward. This is what your brain gets out of the loop. It's the pleasure, the relief, the distraction, or the physical sensation that tells your brain, hey, this loop is good. Let's remember it for next time. This cue, routine, reward system is why habits are so powerful. Over time, your brain links the cue directly to the reward, creating a powerful sense of craving. The routine becomes just a subconscious pathway to get that reward. So, if these loops are so strong, how do you break a bad one? Well, here's the secret. You don't. Duhigg introduces the golden rule of habit change. He found that you can't just stop a craving, you can't just erase the loop, but you can change it. The rule is this: keep the same cue, deliver the same reward, but change the routine. Let's use an example. Say you have a habit of buying a sugary cookie every afternoon. Step 1, identify the loop. You ask yourself, what's the cue? Maybe it's not hunger, maybe it's boredom, or the time, 3 p.m. What's the reward? Is it the sugar, or is it the distraction, the social interaction with colleagues in the cafeteria, or just the break from your desk? Step 2, experiment. Let's say you realize the reward you really crave is the social break. Step 3, change the routine. The 3 p.m. cue still hits, but instead of walking to get a cookie, the old routine, you walk over to a coworker's desk for a 5-minute chat, the new routine. You still get the reward, a social break, but you've swapped the routine. Your brain is satisfied. Over time, this new, healthier loop becomes just as automatic as the old one. This is the most powerful takeaway of the entire book. You aren't fighting the craving, you're feeding it with something better. But Duhigg doesn't stop there. He also discovered that some habits matter more than others. He calls them Keystone Habits. Keystone habits are small changes or routines that trigger a chain reaction, spilling over and creating other good habits automatically. The classic example? Exercise. People who start exercising, even just once a week, often find themselves eating better, sleeping more soundly, and being more productive at work without consciously trying to change those other things. For others, a keystone habit might be making your bed every morning. It's a small, early win that sets a tone of order and accomplishment for the entire day. Finding your keystone habit is like finding a master lever for your life. And what about the energy it takes to make these changes? Duhigg explains that willpower isn't just a skill, it's like a muscle. It gets fatigued. This is why you're more likely to break your diet at 9 p.m. than at 9 a.m. Your willpower muscle is tired from a long day of making decisions. But the good news is, like a muscle, willpower can be trained. By practicing discipline in one small area, like sticking to your new routine, you strengthen your willpower for all areas of your life. The most fascinating part of the power of habit is seeing how these loops apply to entire companies and even social movements. Duhigg tells the story of Alcoa, an aluminum company. When CEO Paul O'Neill took over, he didn't talk about profits. He focused on one thing: worker safety. By making safety a keystone habit, he forced the entire company to change its communication and operational routines from the ground up. The result? Alcoa became one of the safest and most profitable companies in the world. He shows how Starbucks trained its employees' willpower by instilling specific routines for dealing with difficult customers, and how these habits led to their legendary customer service. Habits aren't just personal. They are the bedrock of our families, our companies, and our societies. So what's the big idea from The Power of Habit? It's this: your life is a collection of habits. And those habits are not destiny. They are data. They are simple loops: cue, routine, reward. By understanding this loop, you gain the power to analyze it. And by using the golden rule, changing the routine, you gain the power to rewrite it. You don't have to change everything at once. Just find one keystone habit. Identify the craving and swap the routine. Build your willpower. And, as Duhigg notes, find a community or a friend, because belief that you can change is the final, crucial ingredient. You are not your habits. Your habits are just code your brain is running. And the beautiful thing is, you can be the programmer. If this summary helped you understand your own habits, hit that like button and subscribe for more summaries of life-changing books. And let us know in the comments, what's one habit loop in your life you're going to analyze?